yesterday's event.
All right, I'm going live right now. Let me just welcome everybody. Um, all right, welcome back, y'all. We do have a severe risk for severe weather today. We weren't originally gonna go live today, but apparently now that we have a 2% and we saw how yesterday's 2% went, we just decided that we should probably go live over here, and so we are live. We do have a 2% tornado risk today. That is for Southern Illinois, Evansville, Indiana, Missouri, Kentucky, Memphis, Tennessee, and a lot of Arkansas, including where the storm is that we have 2 inches. Oh, the next scan looks not so nice.
No,
Oh,
it does not.
that's a big hail. That's a big hail producer. We have a 5% for wind all the way up into Louisville, Kentucky. And then a 5% hail all the way down into Texas. So we have a massive area of severe weather possible into this evening, into the overnight. Tomorrow, we have a marginal risk for severe weather in Texas. Texas, and this is for a 2% tornado risk from Big Lakes, San Angelo, San Antonio, Houston, Waco, Austin. We have a wind risk, 5%, and 5% hail at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah. But keep in mind the models are uptrending for the Sunday/Monday event, and I was expecting for them to issue another one for Monday.
Yeah, we have a day four.
Honestly,
We have a day 4 risk, by the way.
yeah, I know for Monday. I'm like, what?
So we have on day 3, which is Super Bowl Sunday. Now, the person who's on the call with me is from Canada, so but Super Bowl Sunday is like a big football game, so we're gonna have lots of people watching football games, probably not paying attention to the weather, which is kind of concerning. So we have from Alexandria to Jackson, Meridian, Hattiesburg. Okay, I'm not gonna try Monroe, all the way to Huntsville, Crockett, Jasper, Center, Texas. All these towns, you guys have a slight risk of severe weather. This is only a 2 out of 5 chance on the severe scale, but it still might, in fact, cause some damage and possibly some tornadoes. And then, very rare, but we have a day 4 risk for Alabama, including Montgomery, Columbus, south side of Atlanta suburbs, Macon, Augusta, Charleston, South Carolina, northern half of Jacksonville, and Tallahassee, Florida. And this includes Valdosta, which, yes, we've covered. I think this is our 18th or 19th time covering Valdosta. So, um, I don't think we have any other risks after that. Thank God. So, we also have a winter storm on our hands. Going through the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Southern Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, Arizona. You guys are gonna get in on some winter precip, like Nigola is here. You guys can see it 1 to 3 feet, if not 3 to 8 inches, in some of that really high elevation. Um, Utah, Nevada, you guys are also gonna see this. Idaho, you guys are just outside of that, so you're probably not gonna see too much winter precip. But guess what? If you're in Santa Fe, New Mexico, you guys are gonna see some winter precip. 2 to 4 inches below 7,500 feet, 4 to 6 inches above 7,500 feet. And then widespread 3 to 5 inches throughout the Texas Panhandle into Oklahoma. So, and this will continue into northern Arkansas, up into Pennsylvania, where this is where we're watching. Connecticut to Boston to northern Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, where I am, I'm not going to get too much snow, but maybe a few inches out of it. Alright, time to get to the 2-inch hailstorm that just moved through Hot Springs, Arkansas, over Fountain Lake, Arkansas, moving right towards Little Rock. We've seen these setups before where they start down here near Hot Springs and go right up towards Little Rock and
Yep.
and cause tornadoes, so that's why we're watching this one. I'm not sure. We do have some rotation trying to spin up, but as of right now, there's no tornado possible tag on it, so not that much concern as of right now. But we will definitely have to keep an eye on it. We do have massive hail coming out of this thing, so get your cars inside if you're in Little Rock. Even though you guys don't have an alert right now, you guys are in this path, so just be prepared. In case you guys do in fact get a hail storm up there in Little Rock.
Also, EF3 is trending on Twitter.
My what?
EF3 is trending on Twitter.
It does not surprise me.
Not because, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's trending because this literally just came out of nowhere and everybody's just like freaking out over it. So Panilla, I can't speak. So the rating for right now is EF3 140. So it's not official yet. The National Weather Service will tell us when it's official of the rating.
So in my opinion, there should only be a 2% from Little Rock to Memphis to Paducah. They don't need too much of Southern Illinois. That area looked the best as we go on into the evening hours. It looks like more of a severe hail threat tonight.
Yeah.
It looks like
also, I just realized, by the way, I just realized that my pre-rate for that one tornado in Illinois was actually accurate.
Yeah.
Just realized because EF1.
I think they need to put out a 15% hail.
Yeah, probably 15% hail.
From Little Rock to Hot Springs all the way up to Paducah. That area is going to be our main washing point. So that includes Jonesboro, Blytheville, Cape Girardeau, Carbondale, Southern Illinois, Dyersburg, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Benton, even Pine Bluff. You guys need to be on alert. Texarkana, you guys are right on that border. Did you see that Texarkana storm?
Texarkana. Yeah, that one actually had a rotation on it earlier. I think like 20 minutes ago, it had like solid rotation on it, but it weakened. Let's see. It still kind of has it actually. It has more of a hook now on it. If you can kind of see it.
So if you're in the town of New Boston, Texas, you guys just keep an eye on this. If you're just north of Texarkana, which Texarkana, I'm glad this is missing it just in case it does start doing a tornado, but Texarkana, you guys are super close, so you probably still want to stay indoors.
Yeah, people in New Boston, y'all shouldn't worry about this because it's heading away from y'all. But like anybody that's kind of like just like east, like southeast of Stockton, or like that lives on this road 8, or what I think is State Route 8. Yeah, State Route 8. Just watch out for this. If it goes severe warned or tornado warned, then make sure to take shelter.
So we still have this one here for 2 inches in diameter hail. This one's starting to lose its rotation a bit, but it's also near a mountain. Some mountains, so it's kind of it's kind of hard to tell.
I mean, mountains don't kill storms, so
it's hard to tell because the radar is having trouble getting over those mountains.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh dang. So we have so for it to be at least considered an EF3 tornado, it has to have at least over 2 damage indicators. Like two damage indicators or higher. So I'm not sure if it's actually going to be. Oh, and I just got a photo of potentially the base of the supercell in near Hot Springs
All right.
from 16 minutes ago. Let's send. All right, let me send it. I tried pulling up a camera probably like 40 minutes ago, but I couldn't see it since it was so the terrain in the area is really bad.
Yeah, there's so many hills and mountains.
Can't believe that there was a freaking land spout in Kansas today. A land spout.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know, like yeah, it's like the only tornado report today. But they did issue a possible a land for land spout tornadoes in the afternoon.
So we still have this severe thunderstorm warning for it expires in 14 minutes. They need to expand this to include portions of near Benton.
Yeah.
All right, we just got a new special weather statement here. Just what east of Dallas. It includes Winsboro and Yankton, Texas. So this is for 40-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail.
Yeah.
All right, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that storm up near Little Rock. 2.5-inch sized hail. 2.5. Wow.
Wow.
That's bad. So if you're in Little Rock, start putting your cars in the garages. And start putting your stuff that you have outside that can get destroyed by hail inside. This is not a joke. Put your cars inside if you're in Benton, Alexander, Bryant, Salem, Malamu, Kamiak Park, which just got hit by a tornado a couple years, this earlier in 2023. Little Rock, North Little Rock, Wakefield, Wrightsville, all those towns. You guys need to get your cars in your garages or carports, whatever you guys have. Put it in them because this is a massive hailer. And also get away from windows. This could have
The
some
insurance and notify your insurance companies as well. If you're in Little Rock.
or any of the south side or west side suburbs.
It's trying to hook, actually, if you can look at it. It's trying to
Yeah,
hook
it's
you.
trying to, but it's not going to.
I can't really see the potential. I mean, I can kind of see it. Actually, yeah, I can kind of see the potential for it because greens is barely touching the reds, and that means rotation. I mean, not always rotation, but clear, obvious sign of rotation. Yep, new scan. But it might. It's really trying, but not sure because it's kind of in a good environment, but if it was like probably like a little bit more cape and stuff, maybe like a little bit more shear, this thing would have a higher chance
It's
of
getting into
producing.
it is getting though into that more favorable environment of northeast Arkansas. So
Yeah.
we have to keep
So,
we are going to stay live for a long time until these storms actually die down, like we did yesterday. I was not expecting to see like a violent tornado in Wisconsin, out of all things.
who would have expected that? I mean, A Triple R technically expected that since it was very accurate with that for some reason.
but
And I didn't know it was actually gonna happen.
we don't even have storm chasers on this storm. Really,
Yeah.
not many. Which is
Wait a minute. Is Mr. Top Fan going to be available
he's
on
at.
Sunday?
I'm not sure, but he has like access to my account. So if he is, he can go live. I'm gonna tell him to go live on my account. So
Okay.
if he is though. Um, so if you're in Hot Springs, you guys are right now in the clear. So Hot Springs, you guys can get out of your shelters. Just if you did take shelter for the hail, you guys are
I mean,
good.
that's for a reason.
There's a lot of hail.
I mean, yeah. You don't. You don't want to be popped in the head by that thing. Honestly, I've been hit and it hurts.
Well, yeah, it's coming down at like a a very fast
I
speed.
know my dumb self ran out there when I was like 7. I got hit in the head and it hurt real bad.
This area is a good area for hail as there is elevation over here. So as the things, so there's a few areas that are hail alleys over here in Montana, North Dakota, Colorado, New Mexico, Western Texas, Western Kansas, Western Nebraska, Western South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, that area.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah. It's Hail Alley. Hail Alley.
there's also a tiny hail alley over here in North Carolina and South Carolina from the mountains, and there's also one here in Arkansas from the mountains. So there's a few areas that tend to get a
It just
lot of hail.
elevated. Yeah. Just elevated areas tend to have more hail since they're more steeper and more higher levels. And plus, as well, that's also feeding the hail and making the hail chance higher. Is we're kind of having some steep lapse rates, but I wouldn't say like super steep lapse rates. So that also contributes to the large and significant hail.
But yeah, this is 2.5-inch size hail. So that is nothing to joke about. Like that's tennis ball
Not at
size.
all.
Imagine a tennis ball in your hand. That's how big this hail is. Um. Okay, so we do have we. Oh, these cells are merging. That could either be good or bad. That could be good. That it could make the storm die out, or it could strengthen the storm.
Yeah, it's mostly going to strengthen the storm because they're kind of like constructive. If I remember correctly, I think constructive or constructive type mergers. So once it starts merging, it's probably going to start actually being stronger now. If I believe.
Which would not be good for Little Rock. Little Rock
Yeah,
has had their fair share of severe weather in the past. They don't need more.
we're going to get some more.
Which is unfortunate, but
I mean, hey, we can't stop it.
yeah, see, even your dog.
And my dog's getting mad over it. Why is velocity acting up on the Dallas radar on these storms? It's weird. Why is it brown?
Velocity's just weird. I noticed that the Dallas radar always has weird issues like that.
Dude, why is this saying 71 meters per second? That's like 200 some miles per hour. Oh, yeah, close to 200, I believe. Yeah, close to 200.
Yeah, so let me just grab the link and share it in my stream, in my tornadoes, in my server. Alrighty. Um. Um. All right, we just got. Wait, no. All right, let's look at the HRRR to see what's gonna be happening tonight. Composite reflectivity. So we have these storms right now. Ooh, the HRRR is predicting another one coming behind this one around 9 p.m. So we'll have to watch that.
And they're merging, yeah. Okay, we have some possibly new rotation with the same storm. Developing right behind it near Lonsdale.
So it looks like looks like the HRRR is trying to make Western Kentucky go haywire around 1 a.m. Oh, we won't be live then. That's way too late, but
Way too late.
that means you guys up here in Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, far southeastern Missouri, you guys need to be on alert tonight.
I mean, I wouldn't stay up the entire night just to be worried about some freaking storm. That I
Wait,
highly doubt is going to be either tornadic.
just have many ways to get alerts. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So let's check the Ohio Valley.
So based on this, there's gonna be two areas of very favorable environments: Central and Arkansas, and very tiny corner like near Texarkana of Texas, and then Western Kentucky to Evansville to Southern Illinois, Cape Girardeau to Blytheville. That area. These two areas are very favorable tonight based on models. I'm looking at on my other devices. Yeah. So these two cells are merging right near Benton, Arkansas. So people down in Benton are probably seeing some cool cloud movement between these two storms. But this could just make the hail 10 times worse. Or it could make it slightly, ever so slightly better.
I'm not too concerned about the SPC's wording for day 3, but they are saying damaging wind gusts, isolated large hail, and tornadoes will be possible. Plus, the low-level jet will increase by a lot, possibly around from like 60 to 80 knots, which is very strong.
Oh?
And plus 7.5 lapse rate, so could have fast storm development and we will have surface heating probably into like the early afternoon to late afternoon, around 60 to 70 degrees. So this will be very favorable for supercell development and tornado development.
Yeah.
Yes. Plus SRH, which is actually SRH in that area is meant to get an astounding 300 to 400. Some areas are 500 SRH. So kind of like it's going to be like a low cape but very high shear setup. Low cape high shear setup. Kind of typical for your deep south type stuff, deep south type event in like this time of year or like in December or November. But cape lows are meant to get from at least from like 500 to at least close to 2,000, but mostly into like the 1500s. So you will have a pretty good decent amount of energy for these storms to just suck up. Now your dogs are barking.
Yep, they are. Yep, they are. What a shocker, though. Doesn't surprise me.
I mean, hey, they're not dogs if they don't bark.
That is true.
I mean, pugs can't bark. They just scream. Actually.
Yeah, they just straight on scream.
Yeah, they just scream. They can't bark because of their freaking nose. Or their, not nose, but their facial structure. Anyway, that was off topic, but
yeah, sometimes we do that.
Yeah. But the storm is actually. Let's see how fast it's moving. How fast is it moving? 50 miles per hour. So this is a racer. So you have a. So the storm conjoined with another one. So it's just one big storm now. So this big storm we'll be entering into Little Rock probably in the next 10, not 10, but probably like the next 10 to 15 minutes, maybe at least 20. Now with a new storm, we have 1.3 inches of hail, but not too much hail in any of the areas. But it's probably just going to be like probably some isolated or like local areas of hail. But mostly it'll probably just be like $half or like or maybe like quarter size hail. Maybe like some 1 inch hail falls over here and there and over there. But wouldn't expect too much from the storm. The rotation kind of has died or kind of let down. But never know. Could ramp up, could do something, but we will keep you up to date.
Yep. I think we're only the one of the only people who are alive right now to cover this.
Actually, TGR or TRG is actually live on this. Well, he's mainly live talking about the event for Sunday and Monday, but
we're live.
It's just
everything.
Yeah, we're just live for everything.
We could talk about the winter. So the HRRR, we're gonna look at the HRRR for snow. Since we do have snow on the forecast for some areas.
Another bro. I keep seeing freaking this like massive like snow squall that just goes through the northeast. Actually, let's check. Okay,
so,
I'm just gonna check GFS.
Yeah, so here's the GFS. We're gonna go out to hour 100.
Okay, let's see.
102 because I don't feel like going that specific. So for Lubbock, I'm just gonna go by major towns. For Lubbock, Texas, based on the GFS, it's about 7.5 inches. That's pretty substantial snow for you guys down there.
All right, let's see the snowfall rates.
3 inches in Amarillo. Oklahoma City looks like a pretty good jackpot. I think this is a little overdoing it. It says 20 inches, but
yeah,
I think it's gonna.
Oh wow, potentially. Okay, yeah, So sorry to cut you off, but potentially on the 13th, probably around 11 inches of snow in northern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm not in northern. I'm in southern.
Yeah.
And the GFS
Which for your area, for your area, it's like 5 to 7.
Yeah, they if it is 5 to 7, they're gonna put out probably a winter storm watch soon. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, on GFS, I'm only going to get like not even a freaking inch of snow. It's going to be like zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.3 inches of snow.
If you do
Not
the
even.
if you do the whole run, it's like 8 to 12.
Yeah, if I do the whole run, I get hit by 4 inches of snow, and then I get hit again with like zero point 0.2 inches of snow, and then I get hit again with like actually 2 inches of snow. I get hit again with another 2 inches of snow, and that's about it.
I get hit by a few snowstorms too in the whole GFS, where a total brings me up to about 13 inches.
Yeah, for me, I think probably close. I don't think it's even close to a foot. But I think probably for me, like 8 inches or 9 inches in total on this GFS run from from like hour six, like from 6 hours from now all the way into like 300 hours, which is on the what is it 25th actually.
I'm gonna use the GFS for surface based cape and stuff, just to look at Sunday's event. Since other people are doing it, why don't we do it? So this is today's event. It's gonna kind of die off, and then we have tomorrow. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Tomorrow's the 10th. Yeah, so we have over almost 1,000 cape throughout near just west of San Antonio in those counties west of San Antonio. So that's enough to produce some stronger thunderstorms, not severe, but that's an issue. On day 3, we could have about 16 to 1,700 cape throughout Louisiana, far eastern Texas, and 1,000 cape in southern Mississippi. So definitely have to keep an eye on that. And then on day 4, we also have a risk for the southeast, Georgia. You guys are gonna get in on some.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't really expecting that to be also issued.
and it looks like we have a quiet lull for a long time. Maybe something around hour 252 for Texas and Oklahoma, but super far out, so we're not gonna really focus on that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing else. What? So let's look at some super. Let's look at the Nam. Let's just see what they're saying. Um,
Nam always goes overboard.
yeah, I know. I'm just seeing if they are close to the DFS. Um,
GFS. I mean, Nam. I mean, A Triple R is kind of disagreeing with the Nam, but Nam is just kind of going a little overboard with the tornado chance and the soundings and stuff.
yeah,
But
about this, they say about just over the border in Mexico. They say about 2,300 cape. So that's a little overboard. But about they agree with like most of southern Texas being around 15 to 1,800 on tomorrow.
but yeah, because they keep freaking Nam and some other models keep saying freaking PDS Tour and in southern Texas for some reason near like
Yeah,
the near like the Del Rio area.
yeah, and then we look at day 3. Oh yeah, the Nam is trying to say at almost 2,000 cape near Alexandria, but not going north of Alexandria. Like downtown Alexandria, you guys only are at 900 and like 42. Well, just north of you, they're not even at any cape. They don't even have any. Like maybe one drool just north of you. So it's really south of Alexandria. Then New Orleans, you guys might get in on some fun there. Jackson, Mississippi gets up into you. Birmingham, you guys could have up almost 1,000 cape. So classic Dixie Alley setup, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty average Dixie Alley setup for this time of the year.
All right, now let's see what the NAM 12K says. I'm just seeing what all of them say. and taking the average.
Yeah, I've just been looking on all models.
All right, so the NAM 12K says about 1,800 to 2,000 cape in western Texas. So they are kind of agreeing, but they say it goes a bit further north towards San Angelo and Austin, Texas.
Well, actually, I haven't actually tested this model yet. Well, I have, I just haven't seen.
And then they're at night tomorrow at what's the 11th? Sunday at 4 p.m. They have about 2,300 cape throughout Houston metro region, all the way up into almost into Palestine, Texas. So all those towns need to be under alert. I mean, this is just one model, and they're kind of doing it way overboard in this moment, but
Yeah,
definitely need to be watched if you're in Texas, Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, Georgia, northern Florida, and portions of South Carolina. All these areas need to be under alert, and then it really has no. I don't get why they put a risk out for day 4. 1 second. Can you take over for a minute? I just like go grab something.
yeah. That's what he was saying. Um, yeah. So we have a pretty high, significant chance of seeing severe weather. Mainly going to be potentially mostly tornadoes and maybe hail, but it's kind of low, but it's kind of not likely. But maybe probably some like small, very isolated hail in some areas. But seems like we might have some like small squalls in Alabama and Mississippi, but it's mainly going to be a tornado threat. But day two will show us all the chances, and
All right, I'm back.
yeah,
We also have to look at the wrap model. Let's see what they're saying about all this.
I just looked at the rap model, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Rotation? No, it's not rotation.
It doesn't really go that far out, but it shows about 1,000 throughout southern Texas.
Yeah,
And why does New Hampshire have almost 600 cape? Can you explain that?
just shush.
All right, they downgraded the severe thunderstorm warning to 1.25 inch hail and more wind. So there is more wind on this storm than now. Wind is going up. So expect we might get some power outages out of Little Rock, but maybe not too. Probably not too many.
Yeah. Okay. So the Evansville, not Wyoming, Wisconsin tornado is most likely not going to be EF3 because it requires several requirements to be at least a solid rating. So
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Emerson's thing was accurate for showing EF3.
Yeah, so I mean, it's rare to get a tornado in Wisconsin during winter. So,
Yeah, really rare. So rare that it's never been documented.
hmm this is moving over to suburbs now of Little Rock, headed right towards downtown Little Rock.
Yeah.
So once this severe thunderstorm warning, y'all if it gets continued, we'll stay alive, but we will probably not stay alive if it doesn't get continued.
Yep. Can't tell if that's rotation trying to form or that's just divergence.
Down near Haskell.
Yeah. But
Mm,
I doubt that it's rotation trying to form. I really doubt it because it doesn't look organized, really.
yeah, I don't think it is, but we'll just keep an eye on that. Once this severe thunderstorm warning ends, if they don't continue it, we'll wait 5 minutes after this ends. But if they don't continue it or add any new severe thunderstorm warnings and/or tornado warnings, we will probably end it here after the severe thunderstorm warning ends.
Yeah. And just, or this can just turn into like a forecasting stream for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because obviously we'll have much more worse things than this on Sunday.
I would not be surprised if they continue this tornado warning. This severe thunderstorm warning. Whoops.
Bro said tornado warning. Crazy. But yeah, they probably might, but maybe only for strong winds, which, yeah, 60 miles per hour. Whoa, okay. That actually might be rotation.
Why is everything when it gets near Little Rock start rotating?
I don't, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, but that might be actually rotation.
Yeah, that is a start of some broad rotation.
Yeah, let's see if it's really rotation if we go up higher in the atmosphere. I mean, yeah, it's kind of showing rotation in the higher levels of the atmosphere, so this might be actually rotation.
Let me check from the Shreveport radar. That's another decently close one. Today that's pretty far. Can't even pick up the storm really.
Yeah, so we do have actual rotation beginning to form. So that little thing that we noticed earlier was the starting stages of rotation.
So I would not be surprised if this keeps strengthening and or we get a tornado warning. Probably not tornado warning, probably just tornado possible at the beginning.
Yeah, hopefully just where possible, not actual tornado warning. We do, then we might continue.
No,
We might continue.
we will continue coverage if
Yeah. If this thing begins to strengthen, the upper levels, like the upper level meso, isn't really that impressive, so I'm not sure. So.
this one's Arkansas is a weird state because it's really hard to tell rotation and all the time. It's because the random mountain range of the Ozarks, like right here.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! There is videos of the hot spring storm of when actually no of when it was in hot springs. Oh my! Holy, a very spiky hailstone.
Hello.
It looks like
Somebody just said hi in the chat. That's why. What? Continue.
okay. Um, very spiky hailstone. Very spiky hailstone. It's on Twitter. Oh yeah, apparently baseball size hail. Jeez. A lot of cars probably aren't okay in that area.
Um. Yeah, that definitely could be some rotation. Definitely possible.
Yeah. Hail is apparently okay. Yeah, one hailstone is apparently close to 3 inches, so 2.5 inches of hailstone measured.
Wow.
So we do have some pretty decent sized hail.
Yeah, so we will stay live for this. It's weakening a bit, but I'm just gonna stay live, even though this expires in 5 minutes. I'm gonna stay live if it stays there for a bit longer because of the chance of this actually spinning up. I'm not saying it's going to, so I'm saying there is a chance.
Why do I keep seeing the use of hail? I'm not hail. StormNet everywhere.
Because it's such a good website.
Oh,
MWS data, StormNet. I use it too. All right,
would
there
you mind
is.
sending me the link? Cause I actually want to check it out.
Yeah, here. Control C. Control V. Enter. There you go. Oh.
Oh, that's why it's experimental. Okay, that's why I can't hear it.
There is a chance that this tornado develops. StormNet is giving it a pretty good chance of it developing. Um, we this rotation. It's not rotation yet. It's not confirmed, but it looks like very broad.
It's hooking actually. It's starting to hook now.
Oh yeah, it actually is. Hmm. Oh wow, that came out of nowhere. It's
Up
not.
and it's cracking 30,000 feet. It's cracking 30,000 feet of
Wait, I have.
on
I
tops.
could do.
Yeah, so this means the storm is slowly getting stronger. This thing is slowly getting taller and is developing still. So has chance. Still has a pretty long life to actually produce something. We actually have a pretty good sounding in the area.
Really?
Yeah.
This thing could be trying to hook up now even more.
Yep. Wow, the upper levels is really good. Mid level rotation about like 6,000 feet is really good actually.
Yeah, and there is starting to becomes some rotation on this thing. So we will have to continue to watch this thing as it matures and develops. Alright, the severe thunderstorm warning has expired, but as we said, they just issued a new special weather statement. It says hazard wind gusts up to 50-mile-per-hour wind. So we're just gonna stay alive for like another 5 minutes just to monitor this rotation. Um, this very broad rotation.
Okay. Yeah, probability of a tornado on this is 43%. Rotation is kind of letting down, but let's hopefully but we will continue probably like another 5 minutes to see if this thing does anything.
Yeah. Um. So. So yeah, we're probably gonna stay live for another. We're gonna stay live until another like 2 minutes, just to make sure this doesn't go tornado warned, and then we're gonna watch. As soon as we end the stream, it's gonna go tornado warned.
Well, the rotation is just gonna finally ramp up again for actually no apparent reason.
If needed, we'll go live again. If needed, but hopefully it doesn't ramp up.
Yeah, let's just hope that. Not hope that. RFD is beginning to surge now, so this could actually give a sign that it's trying to ramp up. Yup, it's trying to ramp up again.
Yeah,
RFD is starting to surge.
I would not be surprised.
RFD is officially surging in.
I would not be surprised if we got a new tornado warning for this storm.
Yeah, it's really trying. It's really trying to stay alive. And we have 1 inch hail for actually where the rotation is. And it's starting to get into a very populated area, so hopefully this thing will not drop.
We just hope. That's all we can do. We already had a tornado up here in Wisconsin go through a pretty populated area. So
Yeah, so let's just hope not that happens.
we don't need to have another tornado go through another populated area.
Yeah, but good thing it is mostly moving into. It's kind of moving towards like the east end or like Iron Springs area. Thank God it shifted from moving directly from from Little Rock to um. I mean, from Little Rock to a more of a least populated area.
We have some chasers on it, so
We do?
at least on the spotter network, we have a whole bunch of chasers like right near this thing. So that's good.
Alright.
They'll have the eyes on the ground for at first.
And it's tightening up. It's still tightening up. New update. Oh, look at that hook now. Look at that hook now.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
Twitter must be going psycho with this. Let me go check. Hmm.
I thought that was a freaking. Wait a minute. Wait, is that a CC drop or what? I am not sure if that's a CC drop.
I do not see it. Maybe radar. If radar omega's no, I can't tell because radar omega's glitching. For
I don't think it is
but
because
this is an impressive storm structure. This is headed right towards. If you're near the towns of Sardis, East End, Birmingham, Iron Springs, Wrightsville, and far south eastern Little Rock, Arkansas suburbs, you guys need to have a plan just in case this does in fact get tornado warned. Come on, National Weather Service, Little Rock. What are you gonna do?
why is somebody saying that it's gonna drop?
Hello, Mr. Weather Forecast. How are you? Wait, people are saying it's gonna drop on Twitter.
No, not on Twitter. Let's see, you're warned. Oh, look at that.
All right, it finally got a severe thunderstorm warning, but no tornado possible. Huh?
Hook now. Up, new update. And it's starting to get a little messy. Again, it's starting to get a little messy again.
I'm curious why they didn't put tornado possible.
Bless you.
All right. Well, I guess we are staying live longer than we expected.
But we'll keep an eye on this. See, I'm gonna change my color tables. Starting to get a little old of this.
This is impressive.
Yeah.
It's an impressive supercell shape just south of Little Rock.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning here for 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This does include portions of the southern side of Little Rock. I'm still shocked that they did not seem to put a tour possible. There's still that it's messy, but very broad rotation over this region. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this. Oh.
Alright, I'm back. And yes, I did see the latest scans. Scans, I think it keeps reversing. It keeps like going back to like kind of messy, then it goes back to like starting to wrap up, and then
That's why I think they should have put tornado possible in this thing, just in case.
yeah, I should have probably put Tornado Possible on it.
So
Not sure if that's 2 areas of rotation. Yeah, it's starting to ramp up again.
yeah, I see that.
I think the northern storm is splitting off with this one. If you look at it.
Yeah, like the rotation, where the rotation should be, it's starting to split off. Or are these splitting and one's going north and one's going south?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why I think it's happening right now.
And then eventually this one will be discrete, so it'll have all the stuff to itself.
So we will stay live until this gets expired. But I mean, unless it really starts looking like it's dead. But
It has been issued. Radar indicated.
a what? Tornado warning?
Yes, tornado warning.
I don't have it yet on radar. Oh, there it is. All right, so now we have a tornado warning for Wrightsville, England, Keno,
Oh, it's
Hamler,
tight now.
Aldi, and East End, and some suburbs of Little Rock. If you just got an alert, you need to get into your basements. We do not need to what happened last night with Vince's family or he tried to call them. You need to run to your basement. Even though this is radar indicated, get into your basements now.
Is that on the ground?
Uh,
On the ground. Yeah, people are saying TDS, and I think I can kind of see it.
yeah, that could actually possibly. Yeah, that could be on the ground.
Yeah, I think it is on the ground.
But we need a chaser. We need somebody to report it in if it is on the ground.
I think it is on the ground. I don't want to say it's on the ground yet, but kind of looks like a TDS. Ground. Yep, it's on the ground. It's on the ground. Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground, confirmed by radar. Okay, yeah, so you have a confirmed tornado on the ground right now, heading towards East End,
Wrightsville.
Wrightsville, England, Keogh, and Scott, and Hensley.
All British names, it seems like. So if you're in England, Wrightsville, just get into your basements now. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a tornado on the ground, I think.
Yep, that's on the ground. Tornado on the ground.
There's a small possible. Let me just look side by side with velocity. Yeah, it's a very tiny one, but it kind of matches. It does. It definitely matches. So
Was not expecting this. Absolutely not. Again. And what is this? Isn't this a 2%, right?
again, yeah.
Jesus, another 2% in April. Not April, February. Again.
We've had definitely some decent 2%.
Yeah. Hamlin, Texas, the small tornado outbreak in northern Florida, and the Wisconsin tornadoes. Yeah, should be going toward R eventually.
Okay, there is a small debris ball. There is a debris ball on radar. There is a debris ball.
Rebo, yep, I can see that. Oh, that's actually kind of big. Oh yeah, this one on the ground. Yeah, solid.
Um. Oh, hi, Mr. Top Fan. Hi, Mr. Top
A
Fan. Huh?
strong tornado.
This could possibly be another strong tornado. Possibly. We don't have it confirmed yet, because there's nobody in this area that is confirming it.
Well, it is on the ground because of radars, so it is on the ground. I mean, even without chasers, it's on the ground. It's kind of easy to tell.
And this is why we stayed live.
Exactly. We literally just kind of called it because if like the rotation never like ramped up again, then it probably wouldn't. Then we've probably wouldn't. Then we've probably ended the stream. Seems like it's starting to die out now.
Um, it hopefully it will be starting to die out. All right,
Yeah.
we have a spotter near here, Blake Strood. Yeah, this if this spotter would actually report something, we could get more data, but
Okay. Potentially, this tornado could be around EF0 to EF1 strength, according to the tornado intensity guide.
Um, so this could be weakening a bit, but we could have just had a tornado. So this thing could recycle. So how fast is this thing moving? Yada yada yada.
Yeah, because this thing did have a very short life,
It's moving
but
east at 45. Did it say 45? All right. Hold on. 45, 45. It's right there. Moving due east, like a bit northeast, but 45. So so you have East End. It's hitting you right now. Lakeside 5 minutes. Woodston 8 minutes. Rocketton 9 minutes. Wrightsville 10 minutes. England 27 minutes. The last town, Fargo, Arkansas, 95 minutes if it makes it. So yeah. This could be going right over a spotter's house right now. We have a spotter right here, so
yeah, let's still keep an eye on this one because it seems like there might be rotation or like another hook trying to kind of like swing around on the eastern edge. I'm not sure if that's just in or range just being sucked into the storm.
oh, I see another storm that's popping off in Missouri for Classville.
Missouri.
Yeah,
Oh, I
but
see that. Cassville, yeah.
that I did not even see. Wait a minute.
Me neither.
How fast did that pop off? Let me go to 21 frames. Let me see how fast that popped off. Oh, it started long ago in Arkansas and just been developing slowly. Hmm. So definitely keep an eye on that.
Well, I thought that they issued that tornado warning.
I'm very glad that they issued that. And we have another.
Yeah. Hmm. The massive marginal might be something to look out for in Texas for tomorrow.
I mean, every marginal so far has overperformed.
Literally, like every single 2% in this month, actually. Like the first 2%, Hamlin, that overperformed with two beautiful tornadoes. The outbreak that was not meant to happen in northern Florida overperformed by a lot. And the Wisconsin and the Ohio,
And now
the
this
Illinois
one.
tornadoes.
And
Yeah,
now
this one.
and now this one. So several states have been hit this. So far I'm gonna draw out every single area that I've covered since this tornado is slowly dying. I've covered this area. I have covered this area. I've covered this area. This area now. I've covered southern Mississippi. I've covered these areas. I covered this area. This area. This area. This area. Like it's all every southeastern state this year in 2024 has been covered. And then I'm watching this area. Every southeastern and then California. So pretty much every southeastern state, actually every single southeastern state except for West Virginia, has been covered so far this year, which is kind of crazy already to think about it.
Uh, there might be more rotation.
Really?
Yep, and there's Scott.
Where is Scott?
Just in the northeast. It's in the northeastern part or northwestern part of the tornado warning.
I don't see much unless my radar is glitched. Let me just try. I don't see much up there. I still see some rotation down near Bingham, Arkansas.
Embedded supercell inside of an embedded supercell. Crazy.
Oh, rotation over Ruckican. So
And I think we have a new rotation with developing on the same supercell. It just recycled. It's recycling. Yep. So the tornado did occlude. So the tornado actually occluded. So this is a ciclet supercell. A ciclet supercell. Trying to see if there's any pictures or videos of this tornado. And there's only radar images.
so yeah, they need to either extend this tornado warning or just shrink it down because they don't need to have those Little Rock suburbs in it anymore, like Sardis, East End. They don't need those.
Yeah. Oh god, dog is barking. Yep, tornado warning expires
All right, we're gonna stay live for
for.
another. We're gonna stay live for another 5 minutes. If this gets continued, we will go. We will stay live. If it doesn't, we're gonna end.
Yeah. So tornado warning. Okay, yeah. So they must have added the warning. So now it expires for Lono County and Pulaski County in Arkansas. Unless it actually got fully canceled. Actually, yeah, I think it got fully canceled. Okay, so it did fully. I'm still gonna watch out for those kind of rotation in Scott.
First tornado warning of the year in Arkansas, though. So far, states that have had tornado warnings this year: Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Mississippi, Alabama, now Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Wisconsin, and Illinois.